Hello, everybody.
Hey!
Daryl and Annie here. We're here to wish you a happy Father's Day.
Any guys out there watching? And if you're not, if your wives watch and you're sitting in your recliner, happy Father's Day.
Yes. Hi, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy. How is everybody tonight? Oh, my goodness. Look at all those hearts and thumbs ups.
Thank you.
You guys are so sweet. Thanks for being here. Have you guys had a good day? Have you been able to spend it with the fathers in your life or family? We hope so. Hey, Mary. Hey, Janice and Douglas Tucker. Hey, Gail. Hey, Linda. Hey, Judy. How are you guys doing? We just wanted to pop on for just a minute and say hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day. We'll let a few more join us. Has everybody had a good day? Tell us what you guys have been doing. Kay says, hey, Annie and Daryl.
Thank you for the happy Father's Day wishes. Thank you very much. Had a wonderful day.
It's been a fun day, hasn't it?
It has been.
It's been a
good
day. Let's see. Hey, Susan. Hey, Beth. Hey, Louise and Dorothy and Kathy. So glad you guys are here. Can you guys hit the thumbs up and the likes just a bunch of times? Just hit it, hit it, hit it. Facebook loves that. We've told you guys that before. There's a Daryl Stewart watching, honey.
Hey, Daryl. Other brother Daryl.
Spelled different.
Yeah.
Hey, Betty and Vicky and Barbara from Pocahontas. Is that Arizona?
No, it's Arkansas.
Oh, Arkansas. What's Arizona? AZ?
AZ.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Judy says she's visiting her sister in Georgia. Hey, Judy, my mom's name is Judy. Misty says, missing my dad who's in heaven.
Yes.
Right?
I understand that.
We do. Daryl's father passed away in 5 years ago. And my dad passed away the year before. So we understand that. Sheila says, hi from Texas, went to church and ate Mexican for Father's Day. Sounds like a wonderful day.
Awesome.
Hey, Debbie Mason, finally catching us live. We're so glad that you're here. Hey, Diane from Massachusetts. Nancy says, went to church and went out to eat with our grandson and went to our son-in-laws. That sounds so nice. So nice. You know, we spent the week with our family, our daughter Shannon and Ashley, and we just had the best week, and they left yesterday. So we had an early Father's Day, got to spend time with them, which was just the best. Hey, Janice from Okeechobee, Florida.
Believe it or not, we know where Okeechobee is.
We've
been down there. Didn't we go to like the Okeechobee Rodeo or something?
We did, and we went on
airboating.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So we just wanted to say hello, and we're just going to show you. There was some work that actually got done today. It's so amazing. These sweet little workers, they just come out here. So we thought we would just show you. I'm going to let Daryl, you want to tell them what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll turn you guys around, let you guys see what's coming up. All right. Oh, there's those pretty cabinets that will be leaving shortly this week. All right. I don't want to make you guys dizzy. Okay. All right.
So we had heard a rumor Saturday that they may do some painting today, but I think the painters got in touch with Paul this morning and said, hey, we want to spend time with our dad. So they took today off, which we completely understand. But the tile guy, he has a job, and I can't remember, it's like up in Anniston or someplace. And he had time. So he came. Look at what has been accomplished.
Yep, so Paul was here, and so
we have the base for the flooring, so the tile can be put on this, and then they've encased the shower for the tub.
Right. And then we have one of these little niches going in right here for our shampoo, which is so nice. So So yeah, I actually packed.
You packed a lot today, didn't
I
you?
packed a lot of stuff today, and so I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a little bit more in control. The pods are coming tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow or Tuesday?
It's tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
The biggest pod is coming tomorrow, and so we have all week to fill it up. Daryl's got some people that are coming throughout the week.
Ashley and Luke want to come help on Wednesday. It's a national holiday. It's Juneteenth. Ashley has the day off. Wants to come help us out. It's such a sweet girl, and so we're gonna let her.
Yeah.
Have her carry some stuff. So.
And there's so much going on this week in the house. We move here Saturday, and we don't know. We might be moving in the house, but if not, we go upstairs, and that'll be fine too. But anyway, every day big stuff is happening. So Daryl's going to show you the rest. So here we go.
Okay.
So Paul and some of our friends helped to do this part too.
They framed out the shower, getting it ready for the glass. We're excited about this. Renee said he would be willing to tile this, so we're excited for Renee to do that.
Yep. And it's actually a bigger shower than we expected.
Yeah, with it like this, it's all of a sudden it's grown. We're surprised. So
Yeah.
very pleased with its size now. We thought it was going to be a little, but it's nice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So why don't I take this and you share you want to share with them what you thought?
Oh. Sure. I'm having trouble figuring out this bed situation, y'all. Okay. Oh, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to send it back to her. Annie is in a quandary about this room, our master bedroom. So
we just have window here, window here.
So we have two windows, and then we're going to have the fireplace right here.
And a bookshelf right here.
Yep, and I'll be building a bookshelf for that crevice
Right here.
there. Let me back up as she models. She's a natural at it.
So anyway, I just been looking and trying to figure out really the best place to put the bed. And either way, it's a king size bed, and we love our bed, and it's going to either have to go in front of this window or this window. And I wish it didn't have to go in front of any window, but anyway.
Sorry about the ladder in the middle of the room, but it is what it is. We are good with it.
It is what it is. So yeah, just trying to figure out where to put this bed, you guys.
So if the bed is on this wall, pretty much it's going to cover that window.
Which is the front of the house.
Yeah, the what do they call it, a headboard, which the main road is just on the porch is right there, and then the main road's right out front, so not very far. And then Miss Annette had this idea.
Put it here. So I just love windows open, and I love light coming in, and I just don't want to really cover up windows, but I know I'm going to have to do something. So anyway, just a little bit of a quandary about that. You guys tell me what you think. Where should we put the bed? Where should Daryl and Annie put their bed?
And I apologize. I think it was Nancy. Somebody said, Kathy. She said your head should be to the north, and your feet. Well, if your head's to then your feet have to be to the south, right?
So north.
Yeah. Feet should not face the door. So.
Feet should not face the door.
Yeah. So that. Oh, I'm sorry to swing you guys so fast. That is pretty much north, that direction.
That is north. Did not ever know that. Okay. That's interesting. All right.
Headboard at the corner. We thought about that, and what's really cool, you want to point it out, Annie, what quandary is there? We thought, okay, we'll put the nightstands on either side, We have plugs there, but the headboard may not allow
It's so big.
the nightstands to be, but they'll be right in front of the windows. So I don't know.
So stay tuned.
Yes.
But we're open to suggestions.
We are.
We talked about the corner. We even talked about not covering up, like letting this be this way and then just put the bed here and not have the fireplace, but we really love the fireplace.
We do like the fireplace very, very much.
So.
I apologize, I was reading. Did you tell them about the faux curtain?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Oh.
That was just an idea.
That's an idea.
Toss out the window. All right. But did you guys see the quilt, the picture with Shannon and Daryl and the quilt? So, Daryl, we brought it, and Daryl's going to tell you a little bit about his dad, which is so, so sweet. So, we're going to find a place where we're not hot, because it's hot in our house.
Yeah.
Let's see, did you? Oh, I know where it's going. This is going to look totally different in a week.
Yeah.
It'll look totally different. We're going to be moved in, anyway-ish, in a week. So, it'll be great. All right, so, where do you want to sit?
I have my nightstands in the windows, and they look good. So.
Well, there you go.
I'm
You have
sorry.
your nightstands in the window. Well, maybe that's what we do.
Sharon said that. Thank you, Sharon.
Is that Sharon Prideland?
I'm not too sure. I just saw Sharon.
Am I super up close to y'all?
Sharon Bulford.
Okay. All right. Do you want to go on the front porch?
Yeah, let's do that.
We're gonna scoot
It's
this
kind of it's a cooler evening. There's a little breeze going on. It's really nice. I don't know if that means there's storms coming in or not. I really haven't looked at the weather forecast,
Okay.
which Annie will tell you is my job. So
It is your job. All right, hold that. Okay, you guys. All right, so where do you want to sit, Dee? You want to tell them about your quilt?
there's all kinds of
We just need to make sure we have light.
drywall powder out
Yeah,
here.
that's true.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe we could sit right here.
Okay, we're
or-
gonna sit right here. We're gonna sit right here, you guys. Woo! Oh,
I'm coming back.
Daryl just jumped off the edge of the porch. Okay. All right, y'all. Isn't that so beautiful? We get to look at that sweet little church. All right, so you guys want to see Daryl's quilt live?
So a little bit about Shannon. She's extremely creative and very talented with quilts. She probably has, we go up there and we visit her and there's piles of quilts that she's done. It's just really amazing, her talent. And this is something that she made for me for Father's Day. And yes, I did tear up a little bit when she gave it to me. That's my dad's shirts, those squares. I'm trying not to cover my face, but, you know. And anyway, it's wonderful. It's very, I look at this and I think about my dad. And then on the corner here, well, maybe it's a different corner. Which corner is it, babe? There it is. That's my dad's.
Billy Joe McDaniel. It says, "Love you, Dad." Billy Joe McDaniel, 1931 to 2019.
Yeah. So.
But the thing about this is we didn't realize that Shannon had these shirts, and so she just kind of kept this a big surprise. And
Yes,
do you
she
want to
did.
tell them about the gray in there?
So she was concerned, Shannon was, about the gray in the quilt. That shirt, it's a shirt that Dad had. And as I first saw it, I said, Shannon, I love the gray. I had no idea that she had the concerns that she did. I remember my dad wearing this shirt a lot. This was I don't know if it was his favorite, but he sure did wear it a lot.
You want to hold it up a little bit, the gray part closer.
Can you,
the
there you go. Can you see those gray patterns there?
Yeah. So she was worried about it, just putting the gray, like, because she had also made her aunt and her uncle, so Daryl's brother and sister, she had made them a quilt. And she didn't put the gray in it.
Yeah, she didn't put the gray in it. So.
Because she just, anyway, wasn't sure about the color. And then as it turns out, you guys know, this is a God wink. That's the shirt that Daryl remembers his dad wearing the most.
Yeah.
So it was perfect. Isn't that the sweetest thing?
Yes.
So sweet. So I told Daryl, we were talking about Dad today, and his real name was Billy Joe, right?
Billy Joe.
Billy Joe. And he has such an amazing story. So I told Daryl, I said, you need to share a little bit about your dad tonight.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about Dad. You know, he was born in 31, which was tail end of the Great Depression, and soon after, you know, I think he was probably in his early teens, maybe around 10, that his father left, and he became the man of the house. And he had 2 younger brothers, and my dad learned that he needed to work, and that's, if there's one thing that he showed by example and really helped me understand, is that principle. And so he did, and he only had a 9th grade education, but he went into the Army, was actually on the boat headed to Korea for the Korean War, and a treaty was come to. So he never really, he didn't fight, but he was a driver, if I remember correctly. There in Korea, he drove the Jeeps around. He drove officers wherever they wanted to go and that type of thing. And while he was in the military, he met or became friends with somebody that got him involved in engineering, in the what is it when you're doing the
Mechanical?
Well, he was a mechanical engineer, but he would do the drawings for things that are being built.
Like drafting?
Drafting. There we go. So he he became very interested in that, and then he, after the military, he moved from I guess he went home to Arkansas. That's where my grandmother was living at the time. And then don't take me up on it. Debbie might correct me on that particular point, because I can't remember exactly where he was living, but he ended up in Los Angeles. And that's actually where he met my mom, who's from Maine, and she was in the military. And after the military, she decided to go to Los Angeles. They met and married there. So Dad was a draftsman, and doing that with a 9th grade education was amazing.
Which is what I think I want you guys to understand, is he only finished 9th grade. That was it. He didn't go any further. It was just 9th grade. So then when you understand the rest of the story, it's pretty amazing what he was able to do.
So there we were in Los Angeles, and then he decided he needed to move his family out of LA. And he got a job with Martin Marietta. Yeah, Martin Marietta. No, Lockheed. Sorry. In Marietta, Georgia. So he moved us from LA to Georgia, and he became a mechanical engineer. And with that, he gained all kinds of experience, knowledge, the things that he needed. And in 1972, there was a mass layoff, and he was caught up in that. But he found a job in the Panhandle of Florida, in Fort Walton, and he bought a house in Freeport, and I grew up in Freeport. And he was a mechanical engineer there in a small, it's called Metric Systems in Fort Walton, and really honed that career, did that. He was building, I think one of the things that he did was automatic, he built an automatic, or he engineered mine, something that planted mines. and he showed me that. And he also, while he was in Marietta, worked on the C5A.
Hello, friends. How are you? Do y'all want to say hello to our followers? This is Rick and Mary Ellen.
Rick and Mary Ellen out for a walk.
There's Mary Ellen again. You lost Rick. We're just
you're on the internet.
We're doing a little live on Facebook. You guys can say hello. So y'all good?
Sure.
Good.
Did you see that sunset? It was magnificent.
We did not.
I don't think we did.
The whole, I was just.
Was there a beautiful sunset? Oh, let's see.
Just barely.
Oh, that is pretty.
So
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, all red.
Look, okay. We're letting our people see.
See the skies?
Yeah.
A lot of wind came through a few minutes ago. Cooled it
Yeah.
down a bit, which was nice.
Yeah.
So,
It is. Oh, it is warm out here. So, well, we got to finish up our little live, but thanks for stopping by. I think everybody's going to get to know you guys. There's Mary Ellen and Rick. Bye. Love y'all.
So yeah, he worked on the C5A. He worked on the landing gears for the C5A in Lockheed. That was the first initial, what do they call that? The first flight. They call it something anyway.
But can we talk about how amazing he was for a minute? I mean, his career was so cool, right?
Right, and that's his next step was in like 1980, maybe 81. He moved to Orlando and worked for Lockheed Marietta. And that's where things really started to bloom and blossom for Dad. Actually, before, when he was at Metric Systems, he bought property. Well, crud, when he lived in LA, he bought 200 acres in southern Missouri. And then he bought a beautiful lot when he was at Metric System in Destin, and built a beach house, I guess, better.
And did he build that? Did you guys build that together, you and him?
We did a little work, but mostly he hired it out.
Yeah.
So it was a beautiful thing. Then he moved to.
And then, but you guys built a house. Daryl and his
Freeport.
dad built a house from the ground up
Yeah.
in Freeport. Like, did all the things, right?
Yeah.
Lived in a trailer. Well, and you guys did the foundation and all of it, right?
Yeah, Bruce was a big instrument in doing, my older brother, as far as the wiring. He understood all that, and he did a lot of the wiring. I think we hired out the plumbing that went into the foundation when the cement was poured over it, but we did a lot of the leveling. We did everything that we possibly could, and then walls. We built walls, and we put windows in. We did the molding, the trim, and all that. Anyway, put in insulation, put up the roof, and we did.
Which
everything.
is why Daryl can do all the things he can do.
Yeah,
Because
we tried to do the drywall and the mudding, but I tell you what, there are some talented people in this world when it comes to that, and they do a beautiful job.
Right. So the thing that I want to just make, the thing that I love about your dad was he had this 9th grade education, and at the time he kind of basically could kind of do an apprenticeship. And so he was such a hard worker. He was so smart, and he was able to be this amazing engineer, right? And work for Lockheed Martin and Martin Marietta. And then he ended up at Redstone Arsenal up in Huntsville. But
while they were living in Huntsville, he actually became a pilot and bought a plane, and they lived there, but he started working contract in Orlando.
Right.
So he would fly down to Orlando. We would see him. We were living in Orlando at that time.
Right.
And then he would fly home on the weekends in his plane. My dad was amazing. He truly was. He was the oldest of the 3 boys, and he just worked extremely hard and had a wonderful life.
Well, and I think too, his life growing up was so hard.
Yeah.
It was so hard, and he wanted different for his own family. And I think that's the part of the story that I love, is whatever was in Dad's brain that made him tick, he worked so hard. And you know, built a house, and you know, they had a boat. They went fishing. He took his family on a vacation every summer. Daryl has seen every state in the United States. Like, it's pretty amazing.
It is.
It's really amazing where Dad came from and where he ended up. And really later in his life, one of my favorite things about him later in his life is, you know, he loved to dance, and he danced with your mother, but then when she passed away, he continued dancing the two-step.
Yeah.
And anyway, and died when he was in his early 90s. 90, do the math. 31 to 19.
Well, that's 70, that's 80, 89. He was 89.
Yeah. Anyway, he was such a sweet, sweet man. And so, anyway, it was so sweet that Shannon made
this
quilt. Yeah.
So my parents lived in Athens, actually, just north of Huntsville. And actually, that's where my mom passed away, was in the Athens hospital.
Yeah. So somebody said right here, my dad worked at Redstone in Huntsville.
Yeah.
Ramona, that's really cool.
Yes.
So anyway, we just wanted to just share that about Daryl's dad, and I'll just, you know, my sweet mama might be on here, and so I just wanted to say a little something about my daddy, which my dad was a very, very hard worker. And my parents, both of them together, have always been so giving. I just remember that they would go out and they would do a lot of service for people. My dad was kind of a quiet man. He was a little bit mysterious because you didn't always know what he was thinking, but he had a good heart, and he was kind, and he was he had 7 children that he had to provide for. So my dad worked a lot. And anyway, so we can share more about him, because we've spent a whole lot of time talking about your sweet dad, and we've been talking about you guys. We've taken up a lot of time with you guys tonight. So Melody says, so sweet of you to share. Gail says you could hang the quilt. We could certainly do that. We could do that. Kathy says, go Knowles.
Hey, they won today.
That's
but they got to fight their way out of the losers bracket. So
yeah.
That's all right.
So anyway, we hope that you guys tonight have just been able to spend some time with the people that you love, and or remember the dads in your life. You know, also for me, you know, you guys have heard me talk about Lowell Swanberg, and you know, I lived with him my senior year, and he had the best heart and was just such a good man, and I learned so much from him and Stella. So, you know, just grateful for the good people, and we have wonderful son-in-laws, you guys, who are such good fathers. So anyway, Susan says, thank you for sharing your dad's story. Such a remarkable man. He really was. He really was. Regina says, love hearing y'all talk about your family. We have a sweet family. Love your story about your dad. Happy Father's Day. Okay, you guys, well, listen up. We are going to scoot on. It's 8:30 where we are, but we just wanted to say hello and wanted to share the story about the quilt.
And I just want to say thank you. There's been a lot of happy Father's Day that has come by since the last time I said thank you, but you guys are very sweet, very kind, and I appreciate that. And yes, I'm gonna value this quilt. Not too sure if value is the right word, but this is very special, and I'm very grateful for it. So
I just saw Janet say, my husband and I drove by your home this afternoon. It's so pretty.
Thank you, Janet.
Yes. And we do move in this coming weekend, and there's going to be a lot happen this week, and we cannot wait to show you guys all the things. Paint, a lot will happen tomorrow. Trim happens on Tuesday. Wednesday, floors. So just this, by the end of the week, it's going to look so different. So anyway, love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging in here with us. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.